Yo, what's up guys, it's Gabzzz here and welcome back to another video. Today we have an interesting video because it's something different. Or at least different than my usual content. I haven't done this in a while. I used to do this a lot before I even started making like completely dedicated content towards music. I used to just yap at a camera for fucking minutes on end and just see what happened. Eventually it actually worked out somehow. And that's how I've gotten to the position I'm in. So I figure may as well bring back the classics a little bit. I remember back in 2020 and 2021, I made two separate videos, probably roughly a year apart, called Where Do You Want to Be in a Year? The first one was me literally questioning my entire life. And then the second was more of a collab, but still like questioning my entire life. It was actually low-key like recorded at one of the lowest points in my life. That video is unlisted, by the way, so don't go try and find that. I've unlisted all my old videos. I'm gonna be honest. It's just it doesn't fit with the brand anymore. But today we're gonna be doing a very similar video. I'm going to be talking about where I want to be in the year and also why I've been asking that question in all of my interviews recently. It's a very important question because as much as a year is a long period of time, it's also very short. Like when you look back on the last year of your life, it feels like it was literally like that. But when you really look forward, a year seems like an eternity. Weird finite amount of time, but it's a very important amount of time, I feel like. And to look forward a year, you almost have to hold yourself back. I think a lot of people, because a year in the future seems like an eternity, they end up setting goals that are unrealistic. And that's why I asked the question, is because I want to see how people's brains work and how they're foreseeing their future. For me, right now, it's a very funny thing. I was supposed to post this video 2 weeks ago, but I've been boggling with this question for 2 straight weeks because I know I wanted to make this video because of what I have coming. I can't really speak on what is to come because a lot of it isn't fully set in motion yet. Everything's tentative still, but it is happening. And you've seen a little bit of the start of it. This week I announced the new playlists that are coming. Those are fully set in motion. but I counted something like 2 weeks ago. There's like 9 projects I'm working on right now. That's all I can say. Is there's a lot to come now. I think there's also a project that fell through, but that's the way of things go. Like at the moment I'm building infrastructure, and so that's why I'm like, where do I want to be in a year, right? I want to have everything that I'm working on at least launched by the end of the year. It's not unrealistic, I don't think, because in my mind it should be done by the end of the summer. So if it's done by the end of the year, then we're making good time for sure. It's another one of those things where I was watching Triple H. For wrestling fans, you know who Triple H is. Paul Levesque, who currently runs the WWE. He said that when they go out and do a match, 75% is a grand slam. 75% is excellent, amazing, perfect. 75% is perfect. It's essentially meaning that if you get to 75% of what you're envisioning will happen, you've had a perfect year. Because nothing is ever actually perfect. There will always be things be like, oh, I could have been better here. I could have done better there. 75% is perfect. And so if 75% of what I want to happen happens in this next year, fucking God bless. Like it would be humbling. It would be humbling to be able to do everything I want to do in this next year. And that's it. It's so weird because I want to answer this question very honestly, but I can't. I just can't. There's too many outside factors that I can't reasonably answer this question. So then you're like, okay, well, why the fuck are you making this video? Like, why are you making this video to be so secretive? And I guess it's just to bring up the point of like, Yo, like, if you're an artist, don't be so hard on yourself on your goals. Again, 75% is perfect. If you get 75% of your goals done in a year, you've had a perfect year. Like, 75% is impossible almost because of the way creatives think. Creatives are always got the big ideas, trying to best themselves at every single point. And they're also, most of them are perfectionists too. So they will always pick and nitpick every single thing. Their latest song is always their worst song in their mind because they've already made better songs. And all this to say is, if you're a creative out there, don't hold back. Don't hold back because you're trying to be perfect, because nobody is perfect. No work is perfect. There will always be things that you want to be better in your own work, but just know that if you reach 75% of perfection, you've actually reached perfect. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I know it's been a weird one, but if you've watched, thank you. Again, I'm really excited for this next year of whatever. I think there's a lot of things already in motion that could change things for a lot of people. Not only things that I'm doing, but I think there's a lot of people around this community that if you've seen, like, Toronto is moving. It is moving. There's something going on in this city that you can't, it's intangible. Like, you can't grasp it. It's just a feeling. And I think there's a lot of people that feel that way. And I think there's a lot of people making it feel that way, if you know what I mean. So this next year, for not only for me, but for you, should be very exciting. Yeah. Comment down below what your future goals are for this next year. And like, subscribe, all that good shit. And I will see you guys in the next video.